You ever notice how the people who are complaining the most about cancel culture are all people who have said abhorrent things, racist things, bigoted things, homophobic things, just things that are not socially acceptable, right? I mean, there's no coincidence. There's none. I mean, people like Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, these people are all on record for uttering bigotry in some way or another. And there's consequences for your free speech, man. We all have free speech, but the ramifications for it aren't guaranteed. You're guaranteed the free speech part, but you're not guaranteed to be free of the ramifications. See how that works? There's some nuance there. It's subtle, but it holds up. But it constantly happens. The people complaining about cancel culture are the ones involved in the bigotry. And then they do have enablers too. A lot of their fans, their stans are enablers. And they'll go to bat, for their guy or girl. They'll go to bat for them. So there are enablers. But the people who are on major MSM, platforms, major media platforms, those people crying about cancel culture are the ones pushing the bigotry. They're just mad that they got called out for it. That's it. And in this society that we live in today, you can be held accountable. It's not like it was. Like you had to, a newspaper would have to get you, the major media would have to. Everything's compartmentalized and wide open as far as media goes these days. Things build from the ground up with media. So, you're just not dodging the bigwigs at major media networks. You're dealing with the internet, which is the wild, wild west of media in most cases. So they're just mad they get called out for it. But always remember, the people arguing cancel culture are usually the ones pushing the bigotries, okay? Just remember that. Boom, boom. It makes a lot of sense. What else I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. How can you be canceled when you're on Netflix? How can you be canceled when you're on Fox News? How can you be canceled when you're being paid by Spotify a $120 million contract? Please tell us how you are canceled. Okay? Doesn't sound like canceled to me. So the only person I can truly think who's canceled is Alex Jones. Like he's just flat out deplatformed, like wiped off the face of the earth. You have to look for Alex Jones now, on the internet like you didn't have to before. But you can't have shows on Netflix, contracts with Spotify for hundreds of millions of dollars, and be on Fox News and say you're canceled in any way, okay? It's just, should you be? There's a good case for it, but you're not. So quit your whining.